Well, hello me chooks. We're here for a totally inappropriate. This one's number 8. I've been doing these for a little while now, since January, I believe. Anyway, if you don't know what totally inappropriate is, it's just me talking shit for the next few minutes, just explaining what's going on currently in my little world bubble. So I guess the first thing I can address is that it's funny, having friends on the internet, because I've found that you are more guilty by association on the internet than you are in real life, really. At least in my experience, anyway. And so, and I think that's sad, I really do. And the fact is that, yes, I wouldn't be doing this channel now if it wasn't for Doctor Who community. And I guess that, now that I am doing this and I've gone out on my own sort of thing, but I'm still associated with those my Doctor Who friends, really. And if I appear on their shows, suddenly I'm a target, like so many other people, I guess. And one of the things that I promised myself I would never ever do is go after another YouTuber. That's just not me. That's just not what I'm about. I want to enjoy what I enjoy, and I kind of want to share it with people. That includes these beautiful things behind me: movies, sometimes books. I have done books, but and I want to talk about video games at some point too. I'm mostly into Nintendo, so yeah, you kind of lose me at Xbox and PlayStation. Even though I have both, I don't really. I've just been trying to play Doom Dark Ages, and it's so boring. I find it really, really boring. They're just not my sort of genre. And one day I'll probably discuss my favourite genres and that sort of thing for video games. But, some of them I really enjoy for some reason. I don't know why. Like The Witcher 3. I adore that game. That game was great. A bit worried about Witcher 4, but anyway, I probably won't be buying it. But yeah, and that's another thing too, is that, so I've noticed a lot of YouTubers and that ask for money. And this is coming back to the whole guilty by association. So, as far as I'm concerned, I will never ask for money on here. If you want to give me money, hey, go for it. But the fact of the matter is, this is not why I set up my channel. I'm not asking for tips or anything like that. I don't want a coffee. I don't want anything from you. I just want you guys to know that there are other people like us who enjoy this sort of thing. If I get sponsored or whatever, that's fine. I'm not fussed about being sponsored. I'm not sponsored, and I probably won't be for a very long time, if at all. And so I want you guys to know that what you see is my legitimate reaction to certain things. And when you start taking other people's content and trying to make a profit out of other people's content, I think that's pretty low. I really do. It's like that's like the lowest of the low. And I have no time for people like that, especially when they don't even ask can I use this and I may make a profit off it? Because they know what the answer will be. The answer will be, fuck no, go away. You know? So, you know, and that's been a lot, there's been a lot of that lately, and I'm really sick and tired of the whole fighting and everything. Like I said, I make my content for you guys to enjoy. I don't want to be controversial. People want me to be controversial, and I don't want to be. I really don't. I just want to show that I have a passion for movies, for Blu-rays, and for anything else that I feel like. So, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. As you can see, with this new boom arm, I have been slowly, in the last few weeks, upgrading my gear. So I've just recently purchased one of these things, a Stream Deck, if you know. I had a huge issue with this on Type 40 recently, the Doctor Who podcast, because I decided to mute the button and it didn't work. And I unfortunately did a huge burp. And we had a good laugh about it, and that's what friends do. Friends have a good laugh. You know, and if it gets too toxic with certain... Because, like, I mean, I've been watching Doctor Who again recently. I dipped out because I just couldn't keep going with it. It was just nonsense. It was just a lot of noise. And so when I decided, I might just... This is going to be car crash television, which it was. I watched it and I was like, I can detach myself now from it to even think it was ever Doctor Who, because it's just not. It's none of it's Doctor Who. So when I'm watching that, and you know, people call you, and when you're talking about it, and people call you a hater or a toxic fan, you know, that kind of hurts, because I, like a lot of you guys out there too, were fans of this show before these little embryos' fathers were probably embryos, you know? And so now we're having to put up with this sort of feedback, to put it nicely, and it's just so, it can be so harrowing. And you think, is it worth your time? I mean, Doctor Who now is not really worth my time. I have a lot of time to spare at the moment. But, you know, that's the reason why I really started this channel, because last year was just, you know, I mean, last year was just a really difficult time for me. And I kind of want to do stuff that makes me happy. And watching these movies and collecting and buying and, you know, seeing things I've never ever seen before or experienced, I find it enjoyable, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to do with this channel. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for this Totally Inappropriate. Thank you all so much to my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I hope to do more of everything, but you know, we'll just see how we go. Like I said, I really want to, you know, I've started doing an investment into this, and I really just want to, you know, give it my all, and you know, make it worth your time as well. And yeah, so thank you all so much for commenting, subscribing, and liking. And yeah, it really has boosted me up a bit. So thank you all so much. I'm in it for the long haul. I just want you guys to know. And yeah, I really like. I'm just so humbled by it. Anyway. So that's it. thank you all so much for watching me waffle on for, a little bit over a few minutes. Other than that, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk more about some Blu-ray upcoming 4Ks and that I'm receiving. Anyway, I just want to say how much I'm enjoying conversing with you guys, talking about movies, fantastic movies that have been lost to time now too, due to this whole wokeness which has gone out of control. And so thank you all so much for watching. Who am I? I'm Matt Pott. I'm an acquired taste, and I'll see you next time.